Open this up, get a little sun in here. Welcome, guys, to the replay. We're sitting in the carpool line, so I figure we do a quick scope with some social media tips on using social media to further your business. So jump on. For those that are new to my scope, my name is Nicole Vincent. Please say hi, and you can click this little guy down here to share this broadcast with your followers. You can tweet it out, or you can grab the URL and post on Facebook or other social media. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure you are following me. You can check out my bio with my email address and contact information there. So I'm gonna get to the point because I want to get some good content before my kids start getting out of school and I have to say, shoot, we're out of here. So hello, Christine. So I'm so excited. I love social media. It has been a huge tool in my business and my growth and my development. Hey, Jerry. And I think that a lot of times it can be misunderstood or not, I don't know, maybe too much emphasis is placed on social media. Hello, Oregon. So I just want to give you guys a few ideas, especially as you are doing your network marketing business online. Now, in network marketing, success is based on relationships, and making connections and making solid relationships through social media takes additional effort and that's versus face-to-face. So if you're actually meeting somebody face-to-face, you're interacting, you're seeing their body language, you're getting their vibe. You say, hey, I totally click with this person, or ooh, I don't really click with this person, and you can pick up on that, right? When we're face-to-face with people. On social media, that can be a little bit more challenging because it's all either pictures or it is written word, and now with more video streaming such as Periscope or videos on Instagram and Facebook and things like that, you can kind of get a better feel there. But as you're working on your business, guys, social media is a support tool. Unless you already have some other network that you've already established a really big presence in social media is probably not going to be your prime prospect to get new contacts. I get a lot of people saying, oh, I'm going to make the best graphics and just go crazy on Instagram, or I'm going to be a super tweeter. And that's well and good, guys, and it's a great support. But the amount of work that goes into those posts and the amount of posts that you're going to have to make in order to make a connection with your audience is going to be so much more than it would take to just meet new people face to face. So when you're starting out or when you're working on your business, don't put too much weight into social media. Use it as a tool. So as you connect with different people, then get, say, hey, I would love to connect with you on Facebook or Instagram or Periscope or Twitter or whatever social media platform you like. Connect with them there, but and just use it as a supplement. Don't use it as the sole thing, the sole way to feed that relationship. Now, I know when I host classes, if I meet somebody new, I'm like, hey, find me on Facebook, or I will take my phone and I will pull up my profile or pull Facebook up, because for me, Facebook that's my primary social media outlet. Everyone can have a different primary social media outlet, but for me, Facebook that's my kind of my base, my social media home base. And so I will pass my phone around and say, hey, add me as a friend on Facebook, find yourself, and I'll add you. And then that way, whenever, even if they don't buy something from me at that class or that party, they're connected to me. They're going to see my name. They're going to see my post. They're going to see me post occasionally about my products, about my opportunity, and I'm going to be on their radar. So when it is time, when they're like, okay, you know what? I think I'm ready to try that product out. I'm already on their radar. They're like, oh, that Nicole chick, she's got some of those oils that I'm wanting. And so that way I'm already there. Okay. So that's a great way to use social media. if you're doing that, I really suggest that if you're wanting to connect with these people, if you're wanting to further your relationship, make sure you're making comments, make sure they're liking their posts, make sure you're interacting with them on Facebook. Now, don't be a crazy stalker and go back through their pictures from 4 years ago and make, like it or comment and then just look like you're being a social media stalker. But engage with them. It's a great way to supplement, and that's the key word here, is supplement the relationship. Now, Instagram, I know I've had a couple people do that. I'm like, thanks for liking my picture, but I haven't posted that for, 3 years. And I don't put that much thought into it, but if you think about it just for 2 seconds, a little weird. But that's okay. They're getting to know me, right? So that's Facebook. Okay, Facebook it's easy to interact on different levels on Facebook. You've got private messaging, you've got images, you've got videos, you've got written text, you've got groups, you've got all those different platforms in Facebook. A couple notes about Facebook, guys. If you're wanting to further your business on Facebook, I highly suggest using a group versus setting up a personal business page. Number one, business pages do not get a lot of views. With Facebook's algorithms, those posts are not put in people's feeds as often as you would like. So, but if you set up a group and add people to that, and please only add people to groups if you have their permission. Do not just start going through your friends list and adding people to groups. I can't tell you how irritating it is to get, hey, you've been added to this lash party, or you've been added to this bag party, or you've been added to this oil party. Don't add somebody to a group that you have not spoken to about adding to that group, please. But groups, I really feel, are the best way to have interactions that count for something. Awesome, Tiffany. Facebook groups are the best way to have interactions, have it show up in people's news feeds, and have it be on their radar more often, okay? So Facebook groups over the business page. Don't waste your time on a business page, guys. Seriously, can you make business pages into a group? No, you cannot. You can, if you've got posts, you can copy it and move it into a group. But Facebook pages, guys, number one, doTERRA Corporate is combing those like a thing. They went through my Facebook posts, every single comment that had ever been made, every single post I had ever made, and I had to strip that sucker down to bare minimum. And now I'm just like, you know what? I don't need this anymore. I'm like, just follow me, just be my friends. And just, I'm going to keep it there. But Facebook groups are way more effective than business pages. So if you want to post about your products to your friends and your connections on Facebook, do it on your personal page, but do like the 10% rule. So 10% business posting, 90% personal posting. Okay? Be their friend first. Don't, get excited about your product and then social media vomit all over them with your product. I can't tell you how many people, when I first started, I total social media vomited over everybody on my Facebook group our Facebook page, because I was so excited and I would post and post and post. And I lost friends off from it. Now, they're not true friends. They're more like acquaintances, but it turns people off. Okay. And I don't want to turn people off. I want people to want to be connected with me. So you sprinkle your personal page with your business. Don't vomit on it. Okay. Now let's talk Instagram. Instagram is a fabulous social media outlet. It's primarily pictures with some video. The problem with Instagram, guys, is that there's not a lot of interaction. The good thing about Instagram, though, is that it's not overly inundated yet. Most people are going to see your posts, especially if they are on Instagram regularly. If you're trying to find new prospects through Instagram, guys, it's really difficult. You're going to have to do really good hashtagging and, really work on getting a following. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's okay. But you're going to be putting in a heck of a lot of time and a heck of a lot of energy for very, very little return. You want to make sure that you are offering value through your Instagram account, through offering recipes, usage ideas, different other thing like that. So Instagram, I do like it. I think it's more of a supplement, even more so than Facebook. It's just a sprinkling. Okay, Instagram, it's really hard to get new people through that unless you already have a good following. Okay. Twitter, same thing. If you're trying to get people through Twitter, and I'm not a Twitter expert, so if I'm saying something and you're like, Nicole, that's total BS, then please, that's fine. You're welcome. You're probably better than I am if you're a Twitter expert. But on Twitter, there is a lot of traffic out there. You are competing with a lot of different people that are vying for people's attention on Twitter. So hashtagging, retweeting, things like that, you're going to have to keep that in keep that going up. So it's a lot of posting for little return. Okay. What you're trying to do as you're using these social media outlets, guys, is to connect with people. And that's one of the reasons I love Periscope so much. I personally am not using it to find new prospects. I am using it to nurture relationships, to connect with people, to add value to people through my experiences, through the knowledge that I have gained. And that's really easily done through video. Like right now, I'm sitting in my car, I've got an extra 15 minutes, and I'm like, oh, this thought popped into my head. Let me talk about it. And so I can share with those that feel that this is value, and you guys are able to connect with me, right? You hear the tones in my voice, you see my facial expressions, you see my crazy hands because I can't stop talking with my hands, and you guys can get a feel for who I am as a person. You can say, oh, I like this chick, or you know what, she's not really for me. You can get a feel more so from video than you can from any other platform other than face-to-face. And so I like Periscope in that respect because you can really brand yourself easily through Periscope. Now, don't overthink it, guys. If you're scared, if you're camera shy, if you don't like to get in front of people, if you feel self-conscious talking to your cell phone, maybe Periscope isn't the best for you. But if it's something that you're like, you know what, I'm digging this platform, do it. Hit start broadcast and just practice until you make it perfect. You can delete stuff and actually don't practice till you make it perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I've been scoping now for several months. I scope pretty awesome, and it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to get distracted. I'm going to forget what I'm saying. I'm going to have a brain fart and be like, oh shoot, what was I talking about? Or my dogs are going to bark, or my kids are going to come in, and it's not perfect, but you know what? That's me. And exactly, you like this chick. She keeps it real. That's what I'm all about. And so guys, seriously, if this platform speaks to you, I think Periscope honestly is kind of the cutting edge platform. As far as getting new prospects, I honestly have not tried to do that. I have not marketed myself that way. I marketed myself as life coaching, network marketing coaching, and essential oil information. Okay, so that's what I've chosen to focus on. Now, if I were trying to prospect for new people, I would be offering, talking about intro to oils, like, hey, what are the, little tidbits here and there about essential oil? Let's see. Is there a way to try it without broadcasting? If you want to try it before broadcasting, you really have to hit broadcast to try. Just set it to private, and then that way only your followers are going to, or you can select followers to broadcast to, and that might be a good way to practice. Or you can just turn your cell phone on your video and just practice talking. And I will tell you that the live, no worries, Christine, you're good. Just pick it up and start talking, guys. It really is not a big deal. And honestly, it takes a while to build a following on Periscope. And the more often you scope, the more followers you're going to get. As you ask people to share, as you ask people to follow you, then that's how you're going to grow. Using it to prospect, I would be talking about intro to oil type topics and talking about the possibilities. Try to keep it compliant because you do want to be representing the industry in a compliant manner. So don't go out there and make crazy claims and stuff like that. But it's Periscope and other live video streaming is such a great way to connect with your audience. Now, on this end, as the scoper, it's harder for me to connect with you guys because I don't see your faces, but I'm able to see your comments. I'm able to see hearts, and that lets me know that connection is happening, and that's a good thing. So you do get that feedback, which I appreciate. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Thanks for tapping the screen. But really, guys, as you're looking into social media, I would highly recommend, oh, and Pinterest, guys. Pinterest is great, but again, there's a lot of people out there. You're really vying for, you know, a lot of traffic. Don't start a blog if you don't already have a blog. I think it's a waste of time. Unless you're really wanting to focus on something else and then sprinkling it with essential oils or your product. But wasting the time on setting up a blog and trying to get traffic there, you're going to make so much more money so much faster if you're actually just meeting with people face to face. So social media, it's a supplement. It is not a core thing unless, I talked about Instagram already. So just if you missed that, catch on the replay. Unless you already have a really big following because of some other thing that you've already done. Maybe you were already a blogger. Maybe you already had, a shop on Etsy where you made a lot of stuff and you have a following from that, or something along those lines. Maybe you already had a mommy group going. Then it might yield more results. But for most people, most everyday people, social media is a supplement. Hey, Deanna. So think about, I really recommend having a profile on every social media outpost, but just focusing on 2, maybe 3 social medias, and don't spend too much time. Like, I love Instagram, but I don't focus on it. Like, I will post stuff that I would have posted on Facebook anyway, and then I just have it linked to my Facebook. So Periscope and Facebook right now are my main social media outlets that I really enjoy, and that's what I'm focusing on to do well on. So figure out your platforms if that's something that you want to do. But if you are a network marketing, guys, you've got to be online in some respect. Okay, have a presence, post regularly. That doesn't mean you have to post every day, but post often enough that people are like, oh yeah, I remember that Nicole chick from my oil class. Yeah, I liked her. She was fun. She was funny. She made, offbeat comments that were totally crass, but I loved it. And I totally do that on my classes. So, be on people's radar, guys. Remember, sprinkle with your product. Don't product vomit on people. Okay? Social media rocks. Have fun with it, but it is not going to be your primary new contact maker. Okay? So meet with people face to face. If you're running low on friends, make new ones. Join a new group. Meet friends of friends, and use your tools. And yes, thank you. That's an awesome point. A lot of these guys interface. So I don't actually tweet, but Periscope tweets for me, Facebook tweets for me, and Instagram can tweet for me. And Instagram can go straight to Facebook. And if I wanted Periscope to go to Facebook, I could do that too. So you can totally interface these things so that you are hitting these multiple platforms without working too hard. So social media is a great tool. Don't overspend time on it. But definitely use it because it is a great way to keep up connections with minimal effort. So have a great one, guys, and we will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.